Welcome to FX Street. This is John and my host Mangeko or Akash is here. If you like what we're doing, if you like our videos, please join us on YouTube and hit the subscribe button. Specifically, if you like what Akash and I are discussing, you can follow Akash on Twitter at Mangeko0 and myself at it's just analysis 1. Taking a look at Dogecoin here. So when we looked at Dogecoin, was this last week, Akash? We looked at it on Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah, I looked.
Somewhere
I put
around that.
somewhere around there. I put a vertical line over here. I think it was during that video, or maybe it was during one of my articles. Pointing out that there's this event called a Kumo twist in Ichimoku, which is where span A crosses B above or below. In this case, below. It's often a point of inflection for the market where minor highs and lows can show up, or major highs and lows. In this case, it was moving higher towards it, and I was really excited for it to get into that zone there near that 27-cent range because, when prices move through a Kumo twist, like when they move right through that level, which is a rare event, it's like it acts as like an accelerant or propellant for price action. It kind of moves it higher, but there's just, I guess, too much resistance there with the 618 retracement. And then that blue line is the weekly Tenkan Sen, got the cloud there as well. So it's pulling down a little bit lower here. However, I like that the move down here is fast because what that tells me is that we could be seeing the confirmation of a higher low. So if the composite index moves lower, if it creates a low below what was here on the 28th, but price remains above it, that'll create some hidden bullish divergence, which may confirm that this prior upswing was just the beginning of a new up move and upswing. So, we'll have to see, but otherwise, it broadly, it looks like you could just see a really fast drop here all around. And I've had this Elliott structure here for a while, pointing down into the extremes. Really, we're getting into that 6-cent range, but I think retest of 18.5 to 19 cents is the next zone to test the support, and I'll be bullish once we get a close above 27.5 cents. To me, that is the level that Doge needs to get to and close at in order for a new bullish expansion phase to start. Until then, it's just looking like it's moving lower. And then I'll pass it to you, Akash, if you've got, see what you got to say about it.
It seems like we're repeating what we did last Friday because not a lot has happened since then. So for me, like I mentioned in the last video, it was these two support levels here ranging from 0.212 to 0.23. Back then, it was somewhere around here. It was finding support. It seemed like it was going to bounce off, but I was still expecting a retracement down to this range low here at 0.193, where we could form a double bottom and maybe retrace higher and take out the liquidity resting above these highs here, which comes around 0.32. That was the plan. So far, it seems like it's coming along pretty good. But just to be prepared for a worst case scenario, if this level fails to hold, then you have a cluster of support over here, which if you kind of do this, it ranges from 0.16 to 0.87, right? And if it does come down here, like I mentioned the last time, there could be a potential triple tap setup formation in play. This is the exact structure that Cardano is currently following, except it has like a pennant formation around here. But other than that, I think I'm not gonna delve a lot into the bearish outlook because I don't think it's gonna happen so far because Bitcoin looks strong. Altcoins are bleeding. It's normal. It's like natural. This shouldn't be viewed as something extremely bearish, at least from my perspective. But apart from that, like if we do manage to lose this level, as Jonathan has been like repeating constantly, there's not a lot of volume profile here. So we could see a drop down to 0.0875. But I do have this line that kind of comes in between exactly at the midpoint between these two levels here, which is at 0.1214, is where you can kind of find some relief if it ever like sees a massive sell-off. But I doubt that's happening, right? So either way, I'm looking at a retest of the swing highs over here, which is 0.32. Assuming it forms a double top here, this run up would be roughly a 66% upswing. If not, if we form a triple bottom, triple tap, it would be a roughly like double, 100% upswing for Dogecoin. And I do think like eventually what's going to happen is people that are like massively obsessed with Shiba right now, and I don't blame them. Like it's obvious, like once it
Oh,
reaches
you
to
are
a next,
inviting trouble by saying that name in Dogecoin video.
no,
Oh boy.
no, it's actually a good thing, right? So people right, so basically it's like you mentioned, right, it's probably like retailers, like people in the teens trying to invest in Shiba Inu, make a quick buck. Makes sense, right? I'm not saying you shouldn't do that, but the profits that you get from Shiba Inu, right? Like people are still hungry for profits. What's going to happen? They're going to move from the Dogecoin killer to Dogecoin, and when that
Mhm.
happens, I'm expecting Dogecoin to, I'm expecting this prophecy of prediction or forecast, what I want to call it, to come to light, and then I think there's going to be a massive surge, right? And as you can see, the price has been constricting all along over here. So as that happens, I think you could see a rotation of capital from Shiba to Doge, and then you can
Sure.
expect those to pop off, probably
And
0.60. Yeah.
a quick little like anecdote. I don't know if it's an anecdote, but if you are somebody who has made a killing off of a single trade like Doge, like on Doge or something like Shiba Inu, I mean, I'm not giving financial advice. None of us are financial advisors, but if you are somebody on the receiving end of basically a lottery ticket win, you should really reach out to some type of professional, money manager, like a retirement professional. Reach out to one of them, because if you won something like that, you're really at risk of losing it the easy way because you won it the easy way. Protect the money that you've gained. Don't gamble and try and speculate. Try to find the next Doge or Shiba Inu. If you are on the receiving end of a significant windfall from a really nice trade that you got, don't squander it. Protect it. Talk to someone who knows what they're doing, and just protect yourself from yourself. Basically, I do this for a living, and I don't manage my own retirement. Okay, I have Edward Jones. They do that. I'm a speculator for clients and myself, but I'm not an investor. And I would not want me to plan my financial future when it comes to 20, 30 years down the road, except when it comes to cryptocurrencies. But again, if you're somebody who's like in there, 18 to 30 something, and you won a lot in the cryptocurrency market, I would really, really recommend you go talk to a financial advisor and, let them help you deal with, what your winnings, and to protect it. That's all I had to say.
Makes sense. Yeah,
Yeah, I think,
that's about it, guys. So if you like what you see here, if you like the videos, subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you like what we do, you can follow me on Twitter and Jonathan on Twitter. So go to the intro, or you can the editing team can probably cut this out.
yeah.